How's that now? God dang it, guys. Oh, god dang. How's that? I went on for 3.5 minutes. That's my bad. That's my bad, y'all. That is my bad. Sorry about that, y'all. Every time I restart my computer, my audio shuts off and I got to reset. My bad. My bad. We are here now. You guys lost all that. All right. Let me retrack everything, guys. No, I didn't have it muted. My mixer shuts off and there's no sound. My bad. My bad. I swear I'm retarded, guys. I went through my whole thing, guys. Merry Xmas, Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas to you too. I'll republish this, and I'll edit out the first 3 4 minutes of it. That's my bad, y'all. Guys, do become a member. Link is in the pinned in the chat. Becoming a member, $5 a month. $5 a month gets you a long-term parlay, gets you a lock of the week. It gets you the members only live stream. You got to be a member, guys. We're gonna do a long-term parlay after Christmas. If you want to get that, you got to be a member. It's $5 a month. Do become a VIP member. A link is pinned in the chat. Also, become a Patreon. Link is in the description. Link is in the description. $5 a month gets you all the best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Do become a Patreon. Do become a Patreon. Do become a Patreon. It's in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the boxing universe. It gets you access to book anything, gets you access to the Discord, it gets you all the perks for just $5 a month. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. All right. All right. I've watched Ali Akhmedov many times. I've watched them many times. What am I missing? What do I got? What must I see? I know Ali Akhmedov very well. He's 30 years old now. That's wild. He lost to Salisky and he lost to Gongora. He lost to Gongora and go back. He fought in Austin. There it is. Deshaun Webster won a unanimous decision in 2017. That's when I started in this business, 2017. First fight I ever covered live. Ashton Palikte, Jose Alfredo Rodriguez, and Ali Akhmedov and Deshaun Webster. Rashard Hicks versus Jonathan Steele on that card. That was a good card. Kenton Scipio Cook, of course, was on the card. The first fight I ever covered live. Shout out. Shout out in a real way. Giovanni Loya. What Stetson Horn? Loaded card. Loaded card. Stetson Horn from Elgin, Texas. 0-4. This was dope. Those are dope days. Those were dope days. What up, PJ? What up, PJ? Yeah. DraftKings is gayer than AIDS. I don't know why they do this, but DraftKings is just the gayest thing on earth. They don't got Nakatani up there yet. It's really pissing me off too, in a real way. It's really pissing me off. He's fighting this weekend in Kazakhstan. He's fighting an African unknown guy who doesn't seem that good. I don't have a book on it. Let me see. He's fighting Delilah Meletzi. 29-101, 34-year-old Ghanaian who hasn't fought. Okay. He hasn't fought out of Africa. He's fought out of Ghana. He hasn't fought out of Africa. 29-101. What the Togo? All the books where I have parlay, boosts, and free bets don't have any odds on props on upcoming fights. It's getting gay, man. It's getting gay out there. He's fighting a guy named. Yep, I just looked it up. I don't know what the hell that guy is. I'll try to find tape on him. Tsusumi might be on upset alert. Not very good. He's not very good, and he's fighting a real guy. I'll do the tape on it. I can't see that. Who's he fighting? If I would, I don't have him on my book. Hang on. Leobaldo Quintana? Oh, wait, different Tsusumi. Wait, who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy? What is Tsusumi? Is that like Smith or Miller? Like, is everyone in Japan named Tsusumi? What is this? How many Tsusumis are there? All right, guys, help me out. You're talking about this guy? Who is he fighting? I feel totally lost on this. Is that we're talking about? Hyoto Tsusumi, right? You're not talking about this other guy, Tsusumi. I don't know. Help me out here, because the fight with Jazz and Dickens is off. The Jazz and Dickens fight is off. Bro, watch it. I will. Gary, I'm going all in 8.5 over Junto and 5.5 over Inoue and Taraji fight distance. I'm going to put my list. All right, let me read this again. Let me make sure your life savings is going to be safe. Over 8.5 Junto, I do like it, and over 5.5 Inoue and Taraji fight distance. I would just take Taraji on the money line. I think it goes the distance, but there could be a late stoppage. I do like Taraji by decision. But if I'm putting my life savings on it, I would just take Taraji on the money line just to be safer. But I do like this bet. He's below the world level, but he's pretty good. He's got some decent skills. He's got real power. He's fundamentally pretty good. He's your typical kind of whatever we want to call that Eastern, West Asian, Eastern Europe, whatever we want to call that. Typical kind of fighter. He's got that in and out style. He's got that real high erect stance. Shout out. Who does anyone know who Hyoto Tsusumi is fighting? No, that's a different. Yeah, who are we talking about? What Tsusumi are we talking about? Ryota Tsusumi. Yeah? All right, look, check it out. If I can find tape on Leobardo Quintana, if I can find tape on him, I'll break this down. But I don't see this being a real fight. Hang on. All right. You know, I'll get you guys that fight. I will break down that fight for you. I will break you down the Ryota Tsusumi and Tsusumi fight. The Tsusumi and Quintana fight. Hand on the Bible. I will try to do this for you. All right. I will do it. The odds look outrageous to me. Minus 2,400. You guys are saying he's an upset alert. I'll check it out. Manny, he's not great, but this Tsusumi is a hype job. He was getting worked by the Laval Washington guy who has an awful record. I'll look into it. I'll be on the job for you. Is a new way first 3 rounds KOs live a hit? I would avoid it. He hasn't been blowing guys out like that. And Picasso is a real fighter. Picasso is a world class fighter. But what I would say is this: he's in front of you to be hit. He's an aggressive guy. He sits in trade, so he's going to be there to be starched. I do think he gets starched. I just don't know at what point. And Inoue has been blowing guys out early, so I would say he probably gets starched later rather than sooner. But it could come at any point. I would bet it goes over though. Go shout out. Yeah. Susumi was fighting Jazz at Dickens, but Susumi broke his orbital. Oh, Susumi broke it. Hayota Susumi broke his orbital. Oh, okay. How do you break your orbital sparring? Who the hell is he sparring with? Mike Tyson? Like, who is he sparring with? And he broke his orbital bone in sparring. Using 16-ounce gloves. Picasso can get past. I think so. I would take it second half. I would definitely take the over 5.5. Yeah. Yeah. I might take all of these fights over 7.5, and we'll mix them up in case Inoue gets an early KO. Yeah. Picasso should be tough enough to get past round 5. Yeah, I think he gets past round 5. I don't think that's that much of an issue. I think he definitely gets past round 5. But like I said, he does sit and trade. He could get starts 5 seconds into the fight. Like, I don't see that happening, but he could get starts at any point. But I do think he's going to be fairly competitive. Stylistically, he's not that much different than Cardenas. What he is he's built a lot different than Cardenas, right? Like, he fights like Cardenas, but Cardenas is much more powerful, much more athletic, much faster, much more explosive. What Picasso is much longer and taller, right? Picasso covers a lot of ground quickly, and he can get on you and pound away. But he has no power and he's slow. So I don't think sitting in and trading with him, he's going to have the success that Cardenas did. Inoue was talking nonstop about retirement. Well, that's not a good sign, Julius. That's not a good sign at all. Yes, that's not good. That is not a good sign. That is not a. That's not what you want to hear going into a fight. I know you won't mess it up, Gary, but just to be safe, is Rito assuming not the 40,000 other ones? Okay, yeah. The guy that made his pro debut on that Times Square New York City card with Tiafimo fought and Ryan Garcia fought, that guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that impressed, but I don't think he's going to lose, but I will watch the tape. Off the top of my head, he's not going to lose at this level, but I will watch the tape on him. I wasn't that impressed with him at any point, but I wasn't not impressed, right? I wasn't like, this guy sucks. Does him going the distance in his last fight mean anything in this one? No. You talking about Inoue? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a different opponent. It's a completely different guy that stands in front of you and trades. It don't matter how hard sparring, anything can happen. It's not supposed to though. It could. The hardest hit I ever took that put me. I woke up in a hospital. Wasn't sparring, so I get it. My over switched to 6.5 and Inoue. Is it still worth? Gay. What? Yeah, it's gay. Probably, but now we're really nitpicking here. Maybe, probably. What odds are you getting on it? What odds are you getting on it? Why was Boogie's only offering over 5.5? I feel like it's bait. I would take the over 5.5 all day. 6.5. Now you're testing my patience. Yo, King of Fitness is out one. Yes, he gets on you and pounds away. It's wild. It's wild what he does. Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Yes. Y'all act like Inoue can't lose his fight. Oh, he can't. No, he can't. No. Mm-mm. He can't lose this fight. I think Picasso's good too, but it's just stylistically, he's good. So Picasso, who can't punch, is going to stand on the inside, stand in the pocket, and trade with Inoue and knock him out. Like, he's good. He's slow and he can't punch though. So it's bad, right? It's a bad fight. It's a bad combination of things. I'm not saying Picasso's bad. I think Picasso's actually pretty good. Stylistically, the fight's a nightmare for him. I'm not confident on the upset, but a parlay built around a plus 850 money line against a fraud is my cup of tea. Let's go. Let's go. If he's plus 850, why are you parlaying with other crap? Just take it. It's plus 850. Let's go. I see Kenshiro beating Mexican champ. Yeah, that sounds pretty. I don't think it's bait at all. They offered 3.5 a Cardenas fight, and it hit over 2.5 against Kim. It hit over 9.5 for MJ. It hit the over on him has been hitting. Eh? They setting up a Nakatani and Inoue money fight. They both should win. I think they both win, and I don't think that they're fighting bad fighters. I just think that these are fights that are tailor made. They're not bad fighters, either one of them. Picasso kind of asked Brody if he beats. He's not beating Inoue. He's not beating Inoue under any circumstance. Okay, he's not winning this fight. That's one. Number two is I don't think he's ass. I think he's pretty good. Like I don't think he's a world beat. I don't think he's the next great thing. I think he's a pretty good fighter. We like the way you think, user N. Nakatani, the toughest test in front of him, in my opinion. I was gonna do a poll, Nakatani and Inoue, but I figured there wasn't gonna be a lot of people in the chat, so I'll save it for after Christmas. I will save it for after Christmas in a real way. Inoue gonna make a Picasso painting masterclass artwork performance knockout third round. Let me read this again. Inoue gonna make Picasso a painting masterclass artwork. I see what we did there. Knockout third round. I don't see that. Kind of. Shout out Jab. Jab brings the entertainment. Jab brings the entertainment. Shout out Jab. Nakatani decision. Possible. I think that's possible. I wouldn't rule that out. I kind of like what was the line on that? I don't have it on DraftKings because DraftKings is gay. Let me see on Pro Boxing Odds what we have on that. I don't think Nakatani. I think there's value in that pick. Nakatani by decision is plus 250. I thought it'd be a little better than that. I thought it'd be like 300-400, but Nakatani by decision. I think it's a good bet. I do. I would lock in that bet. All right. Picasso has a decent resume. I think he's proven to be compact at the very least. Yeah. Well, Jab only thinks he's kinda ass. Kinda. Salute, Martyr Prince. This is an extremely strange situation with this card. Most Japanese cards are Japs against Eastern fighters, but this is Japanese versus Latin fighters every fight. Yeah, it is. It's going to be fun. Like they're going to be fun fights for sure. Gary Hard Rock gave me 250 for the little casino games. Won 850 on it yesterday. I might need to call the hotline. You might be on fire. You went 850. Let's go. I fuck with you how you and Johnny communities are merged, basically same guys I see there. Yeah, tell Johnny I said what up. I'm gonna send Johnny a Merry Christmas text right now. I'll see if he responds. Shout out Johnny. Think he has a great show. He's got great content. He's a good dude. All around good dude. I said, Merry Christmas, bro. Best of luck in 2026. Let's see if Johnny replies to me. Let's see. Madrimov returns on Cruz Moyataya. Yeah. I like all the overs, but how often do more? Not in Japan. Japan, someone always getting knocked out that you don't expect. Takamu Inoue getting a knockout. Like someone getting knocked out. But a lot of times they hit. A lot, especially like in American cards and especially in English and Britain. It happens a lot. Gary, 20K on Inoue will put me at 1K. Do you think I will have any stress? I mean, you're betting 20K to win 1,000. Knock yourself out if you want. You're going to stress it out organically because you're betting 20K. Like, that's why you're going to stress it. A Inoue fight goes, can't see it. I think it goes over 5.5. I don't think it goes the distance. Don't do that. Shout out Jab. Jab with the good advice. Mark, got my tickets ready. Madrimov going to wash them. Madrimov is good. Yeah, I think so. Madrimov just found out what happens when you mess with Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Manny, don't do it. I mean, you're not going to lose your money. I just like, there's better ways to make $1,000, right? Like, that's all I'm saying. No, I'm with you around 20 bands. What is it worth it? I need to make a band easiest way possible. Give blood. Give bone marrow. Platelets. Like anything is better than putting 20 grand on the line to win one. Give blood platelets, plasma. All right, here. Here, you donate Plaza right there. You get $800 for donating Plaza. Then go pick up cans on the side of the road for all day and bring them to the supermarket and get you 5 cents for the can. There's your 20 grand. There's your $1,000. Don't bet 20,000 anyway. Give Plasma, yeah, and then go pick up cans and go recycle them. Go. Put a bet some change on the over. Yeah, but I ain't trying to lose a band. That's too risky. We need to all win and get ready for Nakatani Inoue next year in Japan super fight. Yeah, they're both going to win. They're both going to win. There's not a question in my mind, and we're going to get it in May. All right, it's May, right? We're all good. We're all good. That fight's going to happen. Guys, if you want to make $800, you can donate Plasma, and you'll get $800. And then just find $200 laying around. Go pick up cans for all afternoon. All right. Easy breezy, easy. But I wanted to ask, if you have 20 bands sitting in your pocket, what do you need an additional band? Like, what do you need the 21st band for? What do you need that for? If you already have 20 bands sitting around. Bro, run Nakatani. Nakatani in a way can zero on a parlay and put 1,500 on it. Yeah, I like that. Nakatani in a way can zero money line. Easy hit, easy money. That's a much better. You'll feel much more better. But he only wants $1,000. If he's gonna lose it anyway, he might as well just put it all in anyway. But I do agree. This is a better parlay. I like the over in Kenshiro, and I like the over 5.5. Over on Kenshiro is the easiest. Right now, I'm working on a Ubuki fight. I'm not really impressed, man. Sometimes you fall in love with these fighters, live speed. You watch the tape on them. Man, This guy's nothing. Like Yubuki's not that good. I was excited to do the tape, and I'm like, guy's rather basic. It's high guard, it's jab. There's not a lot of footwork. There's not a lot of angles. It's just fundamentally sound with decent power. A good jab. I really wasn't that impressed. I was disappointed with my tape on Yubuki. Over on Inoue fight. I like the over. I like the over on the Inoue fight. It depends when you get the over 5.5. I will check in with you after the fight. PJ's here. Junto Nakatani puts on a show Saturday. Yeah, he's definitely going to win. Does he get the knockout? I like Nakatani on the points. I like the over in that fight. 2026, don't bet on any UK amateur fights. Pat McCormick, Caleb Simpson, Visoli couldn't stop this guy. Nah, don't get a job. Why get a job when you can own the whole office? Right, PJ? Why get a job when you can own the whole office? Nakatani has a very real opponent in front of him. Is over 8.5 safe at all? I think so. Like I like the over in this fight, guys. I like the over in this fight. Gary, I'm with you, bro. I don't like leaving the house no more. I go in my backyard. I walk my dog in my front yard, but I always bring my gun with me. I always bring my gun in a real way. I don't leave my house, but I'm not strapped. You dig? I need to keep doing this for a 4-year compound, brother. I need to keep doing this for a year. Yeah. Look, here's what I'm going to tell you, Manny. Join the Patreon. Become a member. Get the long-term logs. Get the log of the week. Just do what I do. I'm giving y'all the blueprint because I'm the best in the world at this. And just do what I do, and you'll make a lot of money. Like, that's how Muscles was able to do this full time, because he just did what I did. He just did what I told him to do, and then he made a bunch of money on it. Yeah. I just saw an interview with Nakatani's opponent and admitted he wasn't aware of Nakatani's bodywork and said he recently started training to defend it. He wasn't aware of Nakatani's bodywork. God dang. I want Kenshiro moneyline heavy. What you think? Yeah, no, I think it's super safe. I want Kenshiro moneyline heavy. Easy. People are trying to tell me, well, Bardo was live. Man, live. No, sir, Bob. It'll probably go the distance, though. I've done it all year. Let's go, Manny. Let's go. And remember to tip your gambling advisor. He's been coming through for you in a real way all year. Less risk game reward, though. Nakatani moneyline over 8.5 Kenshiro decision. Both opponents are durable. I agree. You talk about Nakatani and the Inoue's opponents? Yeah, I agree. Wilbaldo is very tough. I'm just worried of him getting knocked down and getting stopped because he's always off balance when he throws. Wilbaldo is not winning this fight. You guys were telling me he's live. And I'm like, nah, bro. And then I watched the tape. I'm like, nah, bro. Junto plus Inoue 10K for 1,000 is better. Well, you're doubling your risk, right? If you really just need the 1,000, just bet on Inoue. His chance of winning is damn near 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want odds or do you want a guarantee? It's gonna hit. Like, you're gonna hit. So, like, do what you want, bro. If you want to put 20 grand on a Inoue, it's the safest bet that you can make is a Inoue. Right? If you parlay a Inoue with something else, you're making it riskier because that other thing, is Nakatani's going to lose? No. Right? But it could. Like, He could get disqualified. He could hit Montel Griffin on his knee when Montel Griffin's on his knee. Like Roy Jones, you get disqualified and you lost. Like Patty Donovan, right? Like, I don't know. I suppose 1 in a million he could. So your safest bet is a new way. It's just a dumb bet. Like, there's better ways to get $1,000 without leaving the house. Gonna tweak with this alt rounds this week. But you can risk less to earn 1K. Yeah, but he's not worried about the risk, right? I get you. I get you. But he's not worried about the risk. He said, what's the safest way to $1,000? I suppose it's that. He's not worried about losing the money. He only wants to make the 1,000, right? So it's wild. Let's work on a winning parlay. Let's go, PJ. Let's go. This is an interesting fight right here. Yabuki Kenshiro Here's your plus money parlay. Yabuki Kenshiro over 5.5 on in a way. How's that for a winning parlay? A plus money parlay. Yabuki Kenshiro over 5.5. I like this a lot. A lot. Kenshiro over 5.5 on a new way at Yabuki. Plus 118. What says y'all? I like that parlay a lot. You betting on the ladies fight Friday? I don't have anything on it yet. I will work on a parlay. All I can say right now is definitely maybe. Specifically the liver shot, I was confused too. Watching Gary's streams and videos and not joining the Patreon is bum activity. And also, smashing the like button is, if you guys have not smashed the like button should just be organic, right? You just come in, bang, smash the like button, right? Like if you see a heavy bag, you just hit it. You know, there are certain things that are just a given in life. If there's a heavy bag hanging up, guys are going to punch it. If there's a pole in a room, girls are going to swing from it. Yeah. If there's a like button on my stream, you should just hit it. Betting on the Friday fights with Pena. Let me address this. The first one is tough. Do I have a book on it? No. Well, that's not the yeah, it's Angelo Pena. It's Angelo Pena is the fighter. And Jo Setsima. Pena should win that fight, but you're right. Santacima is a live dog. Let me Let me look at something real quick. You should be fine with that. You should be fine with that. You should be good. You should be good. You should be good with going chalk there with Angelo Pena, I would imagine. I'm usually sharp on these Japanese cards, but with this being a neutral ground card featuring Mexican fighters versus Japanese, it's something new to consider. Not really, because like I said, the Japanese judges don't generally favor Japanese fighters. Like we haven't seen that. You know, I know that sounds weird, but we haven't seen other than Josh Franco, which Mexican American fighter. We haven't seen that, right? We haven't seen the Japanese fighters in their home get these bogus decisions. I don't see risk in money. I see risk in that type of bet. My boy, you want okay? Do mukbang videos. I don't know what that is, and I'm not gonna Google it. There's nothing I can easier that'll make me 1,000 and put it. I'm not telling you not to do it, my dude. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm not doing it. Is it gonna hit? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. I'll agree. It's hard to see with Baldo being live, but you got to admit there's some factors at play that might make this. I mean, yeah, that he's wild and aggressive, and it's going to be fun, but I can't see him winning. New weight class, fair. Stylistically, Mexican fight is not something he's used to. I mean, he makes some fair points, but it's an outclassing to me. Putting 20K against a man who has the opportunity of this lifetime is going to give it everything he has. Still don't sit right with me. This 20K turned into 21K, but crazier upsets have happened. DraftKings got in away at over 6.5. So change it to over 6.5. I know DraftKings is gay now. They just changed that. Late, but still made it. Manny, Locke, Inoue, and Shakur versus Teal over. Teal over on a future bet. Yeah, Paula. Yeah. No, they're in Saudi. They're in Saudi. Mukbang videos are videos of people eating food on camera. It's just a wild name. Okay. Yeah. If you get $1,000 to eat food on camera, I would do that. So is Pena going to win? Yes, Pena is going to win. Yes. Minus 800 is horrible value. That's terrible value, but he is going to win. Overeating like video like a crazy about food. Nothing wild. All right. I mean, I'm still not going to watch it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Fluke injuries and what you should be afraid of. Charles Martin. Yeah, I mean, things happen. Yep. I mean, crazy things happen. All right, guys. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Remember to tip your gambling advisors. Super chats, cash apps, always available, always appreciated. I will be live, probably not tomorrow. You guys tell me. Y'all tell me. Should I do a live stream tomorrow night? After Christmas night in the PM, 10 o'clock at night. Should I do a live stream? Y'all tell me. I may or may not do one. You guys showed up more than I thought you would. Bunch of y'all in here today. I was not expecting that. I was expecting 12 people up in here. You guys showed up. So if you guys are going to show up, I'll continue to go live. I'll continue to go live. But you guys impressed me today. Yeah, I like it going over for sure. I did not. When is this, Jackson? I still got to email you back. I got to email you back. I may go live tomorrow. Usyk now the ring number one pound for pound fighter. You think that's all right? Says, well, yeah, I'm all right with it. I mean, to me, it's Bam, but I'm fine with that. Dude, pay you fight. Let me do the tape on it first. Let me do this tape on it, PJ. Santos Seam has been knocked out before, but he's got 8 losses, only been stopped twice. I gotta look for a couple of things on. I'll try to do the tape on Angelo Pena, Dominican fighter out of Switzerland. He hasn't fought anybody. I'd probably stay away from that fight. Yeah, Bucky's going over. Yes. See. I remember that crazy fluke of injuries. All right, y'all. Yeah. 100%. All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap. December 24th, Christmas Eve. December 24th, Christmas Eve. Oh, what do you feel is the most upset alert out of this weekend's main fight? See, saw many lean. I can't see Wabaldo winning. On that Japanese card. The most likely upset is Felix Alvarado. At least Alvarado's a vet. If I was going to bet on one upset, if you said, Gary, there's an upset, what's it going to be? I would say Felix Alvarado. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap. December 24th, 2025. Y'all have been extraordinary. I will be back tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow night. We'll see. December 24th, 2025. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.